Welcome back, folks. I'm Frizz, and today I'd like to take some time to talk about healing. While I've talked about how vital out-of-combat healing is before on the channel, it's been a while since then, and there's some interesting stuff to cover when it comes to healing overall, so let's get into it. Alright, so first off, healing between fights is the most vital part of healing in the game. Pathfinder 2a expects that you're going to be at around full health for encounters, so it's a very good idea to be there and not half dead. How exactly you heal up outside of fights doesn't really matter all that much. Someone specializing in the medicine skill, or someone using focus spells, or hell, just using health potions if your GM is especially generous with them, is all perfectly valid ways of healing up outside of combat. The point is, you just need a way to heal up outside of combat. Now, that isn't me saying that you need a healer. Well, you do need a way to heal up. You don't by necessity need to have someone who is really specialized in healing. Yes, someone who dedicates feats to healing up outside of combat and just being better at it is absolutely going to speed up how quickly you can get back up on your feet, but that speed isn't like vital for survival. It's just really nice to have. So basically, you don't have to have someone who hyper specializes in out-of-combat healing. You just need to have some, but of course the more the better. When it comes to in-combat healing though, things are a little bit different. I've been in parties before where every single person had the ability to heal inside of combat, and I've also been in parties where literally no one had the ability to heal inside of combat, and that difference wasn't utterly game-changing. Both kinds of groups are absolutely enjoyable and workable. See, healing in combat is inherently reactive. If an ally gets hit really hard, so then you end up using a 2-action heal spell on them, you're reacting to whatever the enemy did. It's not like you can heal someone before they're hurt, after all. Sometimes you can't help but be reactive, and that's okay. Sometimes an enemy just rolls really well and gets a crit in, or gets the jump on the party, and you can't do much about that. Generally though, I do find that being reactive isn't a very effective primary strategy. Basically, rather than, say, casting a 2-action heal on someone, you could have taken actions on the previous turns to try and stop your ally from getting crit in the first place. You could say cast a protective spell, try and take the enemy out, or reposition them. There are a lot of ways to give preventative care, as it were, to your allies rather than having to heal them up after the fact. I guess that what I'm trying to say is that having access to quick and easy healing for fights is very useful, but I recommend against having that be your core game plan. Healers are still absolutely useful, but they aren't essential, and oftentimes it can feel a little bit underwhelming, because that is not an assumption that 2e makes as a game, that people are going to play dedicated healers. That just isn't true. So I would generally recommend against someone making a dedicated healer who all that they can do is heal. Thanks for watching. This video is a little bit short, but I am very out of it and very tired. So, yeah. But, what have your experiences been with healing? I have, again, been in a wide variety of parties that have very different amounts of healing available to them, but what have your experiences been, and does it seem like it matches up with mine? Let me know in a comment down below. And subscribe or something while you're down there. Regardless, until I see you next, live a wonderful life.